Hey there, cool kids and chickens. Today we're going to talk about our raids for Latios and Latias. So much fun to raid. First, let's talk about what these guys are weak against. Being a dragon psychic type, they got a number of resistances and weaknesses. When we're going to be fighting this guy, we want to look at those weaknesses and see what we can knock him out with. These two are both dragon psychic, so they both have the same weaknesses. We're going to be weak to bug, fairies, dark, dragon, ghosts, and ices. So when you are building up your team, try to focus on Pokemon with those moves. We're going to go through some of these types to see which ones are best to use when we're going on these raids. Let's talk about some of the move sets for these two Pokemon. Let's begin with Latios. Latios, he's got access to the two fast moves Dragon Breath and Zen Headbutt. When you're doing PvP, you're definitely going to want to try to use some of that Dragon Breath, but Zen Headbutt can have its handy cases too. Those charge moves, you got Psychic, Dragon Claw, and Solar Beam. Dragon Claw is really fun to use for PvP for breaking out shields. Psychic's good because sometimes you can debuff the other person's attack. Real cool. We like ourselves a Latios, so try to get a handle on one of these guys. Now let's take a look at our friend Latias. Latias is very similar. Got some similar moves except for the charge move Outrage. When we got our fast moves, you got Dragon Breath, Zen Headbutt, and Charm. Charms are real good. Some of you guys using in PvP, you understand that Charm takes you down a lot, but it doesn't really charge up your charge moves too fast. Looking at these charge moves, you got Psychic, Outrage, and Thunder. Outrage is probably one of the best dragon moves that you can have in the game. Super cool. Let's begin with our dragon counters. When you're going up against these two, you're going to want to use some of these dragons that are hard hitting. It's always handy to have yourself a strong dragon type, that's for sure. I know a lot of you trainers sometimes don't have access to legendaries, so I included here some other legendaries that are non-legendaries that you're going to want to use. Try to use your Dragonets, your Salamanters, and your Garchomps if you have them if possible. When you want to have your Dragonet, make sure that you have Outrage as your charge move. If you are lucky enough to have some legendaries, hopefully you got a Rayquaza, Dialga, and Reshiram. We've just been doing Reshiram raids, so I know some of you trainers have them. Ha ha ha. Let's move on to the next one. One thing our dragon friends don't like, they don't like ice. They don't like the cold. So take a look at here at our ice counters. Those non-legendaries, you got that Mamoswine, try to use that Avalanche. And your Glaceons, yeah, we like him. He's pretty sweet. That Evolution, I could always use one of them Evolutions. Sweet. I got a good friend. We call him Chili. And a Weavile. Weaviles are real good, as in they just like to hit things real fast. So try to use those ice types, but he's also a good dark attacker. And if you have some legendary ices, the best ones to use would be Articuno and Regice. Regice is going to be good because he lasts a really long time. Now, with our dragons, you have fairy types that are good versus them. We got Togekiss and Gardevoir when you're using Charm and you're using that Dazzling Gleam. Or also with Latios and Latias being psychics, they'll work the dark and shadows, and that Gardevoir also has access to Shadow Ball. That's real good. Also with our friend Gengar, he is probably the fastest ghost type attack that you have there. He's not going to last real long, he's a glass cannon, but if you're able to use Shadow Claw on top of that with Shadow Ball, real good. We all like a good Gengar being all spooky on these Latioses. And last but not least, if you happen to have any of these two legendaries, the Giratina Origin and Alter, you're in a good spot because all their movesets are good versus Latios and Latias. And last but not least, when you're going up against Psychics, you always need to have some good what kind? Dark kind counters, like yours truly Umbreon. Now I'm not really good at Raider, I'm pretty good at PvP Great League, but let's look at some of our good dark attackers. Your non-legendaries, you got your Tyrantars, your Hydreigons, your Weaviles. Well, we already looked at Weavile when he was an ice attacker, but he's also a good dark attacker. What a good Pokemon. You guys should be looking for lots of hands. And our only legendary dark type attacker that would be good to use in these situations would be Darkrai. Hopefully you guys were able to snag some of these. Thanks for coming out here looking at this raid guide. I hope you are having a fun time raiding. Get out there, have some fun. Take care. Bye-bye, you cool kids and chickens. Stay classy.